Hey everybody. I'll be writing some more poems tonight, checking in, catching up with everybody, trying to relax and unwind. I spent the last multiple days, Friday after work until yesterday, like 9 p.m. I was redoing the shingles on one side of my roof, and my body is done. I'm pretty well tapped out, so I'm going to be taking it easy and just doing a pretty mellow stream, sitting back, talking, answering questions, any of that stuff, and writing poems as they come up. I hope that everybody's been having a good night. We'll let people start trickling in here and hang out as we go. Hey Irene, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm so proud of you. I'm doing really well. The last few days has been very brutal on my body. I spent the last 2 days re-shingling one side of my house, and I was doing it by myself, and I did it with just a hammer and a tool belt full of nails and carrying all those shingles up onto the roof, doing all the work. I had some help doing tear off, so I had a guy helping me. One of my buddies helped me out for ripping all the old stuff off the house, but as far as like actually doing it, it was all myself, and it sucked. It was really rewarding to be done and look up at it, but it was a lot of work. My body is pretty well beat up. I've not been moving very fast today. I did do it. And I didn't have to pay a contractor, so I saved myself about $18,000 because that's what I was quoted to fix it, and that was just heinous. Hey, Bird. How are you doing? I'm sorry I haven't responded to the D&D stuff today. Been kind of dead inside. But yeah, so one of the things I wanted to make sure that I was still taking time to do my social stuff, because we hadn't run D&D in so long that I wanted to make sure that that was still something that was happening. So I made myself stop and take a shower and get ready for D&D, and it was a lot of fun. I'm very happy that we ran D&D. I missed hanging out, and I needed that as much as I needed to do the shingles. So I knew the weather was supposed to be nice, so it did rain on me in the last hour of finishing everything up. I was buttoning things up with the ridge cap and the chimney, and it started to rain, and I was like, oh man, good timing. I have too many old cans on my desk. I'm getting really bad about that. But yeah, let me get my notebook here, and we can start taking prompts and doing some writing. I'm just waiting on the proof to get here for Prompts of Summer. I realized that I made a mistake and I didn't put a copyright page in it, so I need to make that correction. I already identified that. I should actually do that now while I'm thinking about it, so I don't forget. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good evening so far. I don't remember how to add an empty page. There we go. I don't want to talk about what you heard. All of them
words attracted. Those thoughts become a reality. So that you cannot look past it. One foot in front of the other, baby. The rules of life is our passion. I'm on the highway to hell, baby. I'm swerving drunk cause I crash it. Trapping on 4th Street, my mama know they ain't hope for me. I did some things on speed.
Currently working on the prompt piece. Because September snuck up on me. Yeah, me too. I'll probably write that poem on stream today. I also have not had time to finish mine. I've started working on it a couple different times, and I've ended up like backspacing and taking the whole thing off because it's not what I want. I'm trying to do our collaboration pieces as a little bit longer and add a couple extra stanzas than I would ordinarily try to format my writing with. And so far I've really liked how they've come out, so I'm trying to stick with that rather than just forcing it into a 4 stanza or 3 stanza.
Ain't no more walking, running out of time. Sorry, baby, you can stop out in line. You cannot send your man from design. MIE be the new Marvel team. Mr. Rowe, she sending a dream. Where the hell that she floating to sea? Slow motion, high stroke to the beat.
I don't love the way that I used to. She don't feel the way that I feel. All of these fake smiles keep surrounding me. It's so hard to figure what's real. On my left side is my K9, on my right is my steel. They keep pushing me, they keep pushing me, they keep pushing me, then I will. I don't want to talk about what you heard.
Yeah, I really like the longer form stuff too, especially for the voiceovers, because it gives me more time to think about how I'm writing or think about how I'm saying things rather than just reading it off.
Wonder how much shit I wrote down, you never wrote down. My back used to be up against walls, it's on the ropes now. Fighting for that feeling we had in your Laredo. Back when you saw the thorns on my crown, more like a halo. My conscience punished me for the past while I was out there trying to ball. Bet you seen through the mask, hope I ain't being brash. If I say you could've split it with me, girl, you could see riches with me if we stuck around through the rags. My motivation these days is different. I mostly beat on myself, but I wanna sport a couple things I prayed for and was gifted. Just be fair, see how I stayed in my lane when they shifted. I knew that time could reverse what my destiny's written.
I need to remember how to do this with Word, and I don't remember how to do it, so.
I'm not alone in my plight. I want you alone for the flight. About to take off in the street.
Gotcha. How's your night going, Bird? I know you're working on the collab piece. What else have you been up to today? I saw that the tree art came together. It looked very nice.
One time that got proven not to be so true. I got left halfway out my mind, had to gather some things, rearranging what really mattered, kill casual flings. Set the goal and saw nothing after, had to take a risk. Bet for me, cause that's what it was before you fantasize it. Come, you should dream of a better self, and that's for real. Dreamed it up, changed up my lifestyle. Money, nice house, I cleaned it up, and it seems to know the one thing really on me, I'm thinking, in my sleep, I see those scenes of a
Abs, your boy. I text my sister last night that I feel pain in my soul. Been trying to put it in.
Got lost in a book? Okay, what book?
I feel
is it a picture book? Is this an artist thing, or are you reading again? I only know how to read because of magic cards.
Calling on God for some help, it's like the service is low. Maybe my cellular broke. Psychedelic the flow. They're saying love is a drug, then I'm trying to dog with it dudes. It's like a chemical error, how my reactions were slow. I'm fighting some kind of battles that I could never disclose. But these are Nike Air Forces, so please don't step on my toes. I had some friends that weren't really friends, fighting for love while I was still dead. Trying to assist niggas like I'm really trans. Wanna just walk to be full of champions like the city bench. Book of Psalms the 23rd. I've been walking through the valley of the shadow of death. I show them how to make bread. They wanna eat me instead. They're trying to sever my head before they give me respect. I don't wanna die realizing there's nothing left for my bros. So take care of your health. Keep the family close. When I was losing my steps, couldn't find the killer to hold. Now I'm a dangerous soldier, so please don't step on my toes. Voila.
Yeah, I read a lot of high fantasy novels. That is one of my earliest and probably most read genres. Like R.A. Salvatore, like Icewind Dale trilogy was one of the big ones when I was a kid. I really enjoy a lot of that stuff. I think the other one's Terry Brooks has a lot of like easily digestible books that are high fantasy.
Nonsense, vagabond. People, it's no love. It's no lost upset. They want love. It's no love. It's a loss. I give up from here. Best be gone. I give up. It's no love. It's lost. I. You better see my better see my. This problem me right better me right. You never read. You better stead you.
I like going through the Kindle directory and finding lesser known authors. Yeah. I've never actually looked at the directory on there. That would be fun. I need to actually start working on my fantasy novel again. I'm at like 80 something pages into it now as like a rough draft. I started writing on it with some original content. I think it would be a fun project over this winter when I have time. Okay, that didn't mess anything up. Hopefully. Cool. Okay. Now we can save that. Damn. So many projects, not enough time. Yeah, that's exactly it. And it seems like as one is getting close to being wrapped up, I want to start 3 other ones, and they all just keep getting put back on the burner. Like my other poetry book that was supposed to come out in September, well, it's September, and I'm nowhere near even being close to that. So that's, well, here's what it is. This summer kind of got away from me. But that is my curse. I see you've been blessed by the ADHD witch as well. Okay, so
don't get behind in the base. Niggas is trying to be great, and my niggas gon' fly on the faith, cause we finna find an escape. Yo. Shorty gon' fuck with the Benjamin fans, cause women be fucking for less. And niggas be trying to keep up with the image and cannot afford with their checks. And minding your business is suddenly foreign. Well, you niggas obsessed. You peep what I'm doing.
I've added my copyright page, and now I'm just making sure it looks okay before I update it in my Kindle manuscript. Yeah, no, exactly. I understand what you mean. I get things done, but it's not what I plan on getting done. Yeah. I chase the dopamine. Whatever the shiniest object is that I can do to accomplish is what I'm the most interested in. It's exactly how I go.
Coming straight from the jet, taking off in the jets, Miss America stress, young black intense.
Okay, I need to continue the setup. Sorry, I haven't done any writing yet for the stream, so if there's anybody that is watching and wants a poem written, feel free to throw a prompt in chat, and I can stop my own things and start writing like I promised to. But until we start getting prompts coming in, I'm just going to keep working on my little book project here. God, that feels productive. My little book project. We have that. Black and white interior, cream paper. There we go. Upload the manuscript.
Get this first one off. Call out 2. Every place I go is fake smiles, hollering big dog. Finally going viral in there.
I compare what I get done in a year to the list I write at the beginning of said year. I get maybe 25% checked off if I'm lucky. That's actually a neat idea to do a list at the beginning of the year. Like, that's a huge list of goals, I imagine. My problem with lists is once I have a list, I want to check everything off of it like as fast as possible. And it is something that I do to encourage myself to just do things, even to my own detriment. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with my nostrils. I'm sorry for all the snuffling into the microphone, but the last couple days I've felt like I have like a float valve in my sinuses that just keeps moving up and down. That I would be interested in seeing it. I think having a list that big would give me huge anxiety, but if that works. Like, if I have a list, I want to do everything on the list until I do anything else. That's what the list is for. That's why I wrote it. And like writing the list for the channel the other day on stream, like that's part of why I'm just pulling the trigger on doing the book stuff. It's like, it's on the list. I need to do this. I need to get it done. Let's see, where did that go? Sometimes my computer pisses me off because I saved the file. I saved it as a PDF, and I don't know where it went.
Say the most people are the most evolved in love, bringing up on my mistakes, but I still keep this in from my tongue. So I need to lay it down. I'm exhausted. I ain't really trying to play around. I've come way too far to sacrifice my vision now. All of these people that's like me singing in this crowd, a voice for my people. I need to lay it down. I'm exhausted. I ain't really trying to play around. I've come way too far to sacrifice my vision. All of these people that's like me singing in this crowd.
Okay, there we go. I had to force it to put it into a desktop folder. Hopefully that works. Let's see.
If it ain't roots, it ain't.
Okay. Let's see. What's a good prompt? What should be the first poem of stream tonight, everybody? If you're here and just tuning in, if this is your first time catching stream, I take prompts from chat, and I take about 10 to 15 minutes to write a short poem using those prompts. Then I do a read back and see where we landed, see what everybody thinks. We move on to the next one. It's a pretty calming system. I do need prompts for the system to work. Okay, uploading with copyright page and processing. So cool. Prepping for winter. That'd be a good one. Will I ever be really prepped? These niggas clone, they copy and paste. Me and Monster might hit us the same. He with Monster Inc. I'm with 618. We from the bottom, try to do something great. Big cheese, K-Roll, and snake. I'm gripping no way. Mirror on the wall, see through the face. There we go. Got that written down. All this white pockets, they getting cake. All this water might buy me a rake. Water might put us a place. Big chief, nationwide. If I spend no business, big norm, nationwide. I'm never ready. Yeah, me either. I don't think I've been ready for winter once.
I am the motherfucking man. You ain't heard of my music and notice my brain got a room full of followers. All of them stand. It's more than lyrics you won't understand. Old heads on the way to the bull. They don't know about your living devotion. Motherfuckers let it call us a cold. M.O.E. that ain't added, huh? Big dog. What the fuck you expect? Demand attention when I walk on the set. I don't care about nothing. Just give me respect. Ain't shit here free. Better cut me a check. You see the potential. Invest in me now. It'll be too late when the puts in the
This is awesome.
on the way right now. I'm just the monster. Roots run around. That's big.
I had to adjust the margins to get the book to print, and now it's like actually like coming together really well. I'm gonna approve this version of it. Save and continue. I'm still waiting on the proofs to get here in the mail, but I think with that copyright change, these are basically ready.
street for witness. Come money I've been sipping, got me feeling tipsy. Ooh, throw it back, baby, yeah, we can handle business.
What are the highlighted errors? Didn't see any. Why are you telling me there's errors now? Oh yeah, that might help. I forgot to post the live thing. Thank you, Bird. You've been good about that. I don't know why I forgot now. Like some distracted. And content.
All in to the whole squad ballin'. This for my grinders, go getters. Went all in and I ain't felt better. Digging out the box these days, no checkers. So cold, I ain't got enough sweaters. Betting on me, I ain't betting on nobody else but the team with my chips on the table.
What do you think is the biggest slap in the face to like to remind you that you didn't prep for winter? Like what happens every year and you're like, damn it, I didn't do this before it snowed and I'm paying for it now.
Every truck I hop on is a money. When you fuck with me, be ready for the consequence. You lack one good thing that's confident. You opposite of dominant. Goddamn. All in with it, I'm all in. All in with it, we all in. All in. All in. All in.
Mine is usually work related or like things that are left out in the yard that didn't get put away.
All in. All in. All in to the whole squad ballin'.
Stepping inside Cabo, trying to touch M's and violate Bill Gondo. Set out shows, cameras flashing my iPhone. Hit the Marriott and rent the taco. MIE nationwide on the big screen. Brick by brick, build the nation with 16 men to see. Watching blocks from shit's creek, swinging swords, destroying those against me. Royalty, a king move like so what? I paid my dues and invested so much. I'm all in, strong, hope I don't bust. Walk on the stage and I hope they go nuts. I built like that and saw the squadrons round me. Only root to roll me, ask about me. Shout out to my brother in the county. I got us, I'm all in, just don't doubt.
All in with it, I'm all in. All in with it, we all in. All
Okay,
in,
it's
all in,
letting me go all the way.
all in with it, we all in. All in with it, we all in. All
I didn't
in,
put away things and now they're covered in snow.
all in
Yeah,
to the whole squad
that's
ballin'.
point below freezing and you need to apply something.
All in
Yeah,
with it, we all in.
that too.
All in, all in, all in, all in, all in with it, we all in. All in with it, we all in.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out why, like what the highlighted errors are. So I'll fuck with that later on. I don't see any highlighted errors that it's telling me please fix highlighted errors and then there's nothing highlighted. So I'm not really understanding what's going on. See if it'll let me save it as a draft. Save successful. Yep. Complete.
I think I left this planet, her green like Namet, so I caught that Dende. Can't catch this flow, man, had to evolve my dogs, fit fire like Ente. You ain't on smoke through Dende. You talk too much, bro, no comprende. Rate my act, trying to chase that stacks in and flip that pack in the back of Gente. I heard you fuck bad, man, that just makes you scared, don't think you're a bad beat. Man, I've taught your shit, so please don't whine like it ever done bad me ever.
I'm not doing the definition of insanity and just clicking the button over and over again without really understanding what's going on.
I use my tongue, look how she come, trust me, I buy up the panties. I need a girl, give her the world, maybe we can start a family. I just wanna rock with you, she a pretty little thing like a shanty. So if you're my bro, unite goes, who loyal over everything. Them in the fake, fuck all the hate.
Okay, I'll just mess with that later.
I play it myself, I made peace with the hell of it. Roll out trap.
You can hear your music, by the way. You can hear what I'm listening to, or you can hear the stream music. Let's see. I can turn that down. This is just into space as like a ambient track, but I have other music playing in my headphones. I'm not sure if that's coming through or not. I'll put it back on the normal. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is my music. Shouldn't be able to hear it anymore, hopefully. That's weird that you couldn't hear it the first time when I was setting it up, but this time it was coming through the mic. But the XLR did update. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'll just turn off Spotify. You don't need to be jamming out anything else. There we go. Mics are weird. It liked it the one time, but not this time. Okay. Prepping for winter. Let's start this one. We'll call it 2530. Hey, Jill. Welcome. Yeah, no, I'm trying to. I actually forgot about streaming until about 4:45, and I was like, "Oh, it's Monday. It's not Sunday. I should probably stream because it's Monday." And did a little intro explaining that I am probably going to be pretty mellow tonight. I'm pretty sore and had a very slow-moving day, so I started monkeying around with the book. I tried to hit publish, and Amazon KDP is saying that I need to fix some errors that are highlighted, but they're not actually highlighted. So I don't know what is going on with that, but hopefully the book will be live and available for order sometime as soon as I can figure out whatever that little issue is. My proof books aren't supposed to be here till the 10th, but I have a digital proof, and I've gone through and did a little bit of Q&A. I'm glad I'm here too. Thank you. Yeah, my body was not ready for what ensued over the last weekend. Like, my brain was, but when I came down off the roof last night, it was, yeah, I was done. I sat on the couch and then couldn't move. Like, after I stopped moving for like 10 minutes, I had a hard time getting up. I had to have Sheeb help me off the couch. It sucked. Even though I was wearing knee pads, I wore I basically rubbed my knees completely off. Like I took off my pants and it was like looked. It was like, oh man, it's like I don't know, the size of a pop can lid is just gone on both of my knees. Yeah, I think I'm there personally. I think that I'm there. I did a little bit of margin adjusting. I did a little bit of Q&A and did a read through. I didn't do a whole lot of in-depth editing because that's just the nature of the poem. Like how I wrote it down is how I read it, and that's just how I transcribed it. And I don't think there's that many mess ups for as far as like spelling or that kind of stuff. But my initial read through was good. I haven't had any secondary editors or anybody do a read through of it looking for spelling mistakes, which could probably be. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's basically ready. Yeah, it is exciting. And then I can start working on the prompts of fall or the prompts of winter. And I think that's how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to try to do the push to have one every month. I don't think that's really feasible. But if I did, once every 3 or 4 months, that's a little bit more in line with, I think, what's to be expected. Once a month is a lot. I only just started doing a monthly sticker club after wanting to do it for years. Yeah, so my initial idea for the prompt books was to do one a month, because if I'm streaming 3 times a week and I'm writing 10 poems a stream roughly, then that's 30 poems a week. That's 120 poems a month, and that's more than enough for a $5 poetry book. And I think that's perfectly reasonable. But the workload that's involved in actually doing the formatting and the editing and moving things around, it just takes time. It's not like I wrote it down and it's immediately in a book form. There's a lot of work associated with that. And at some point it loses the specialty of it, I guess. It feels like I'm turning them out more for, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to ask people to donate money to the stream or do donations or anything like that. I would rather sell a good or a product. And the prompt book being published is my way of doing that for people that want to support the channel. So I think that doing one of them every month could be cool, and in the grand scheme of things makes sense if I have a huge audience. But the community built around my channel is very intricate and rather small, and I think it would feel less special for the people that are here consistently if I'm doing it that frequently. I think if I was intelligent about my channel and would outsource editing and formatting and that kind of stuff, I could do once a month. But doing it by myself with a full-time job and my other like recreational stuff on the side, like there's just not feasible for me to do it at that pace. Yeah. And as much as I love the channel and what's happened with it, I have made $0 off of the channel so far. So it doesn't replace any of my W-2 income at this point in time. My first book, I made enough to cover my initial investment into it, which is perfectly fine. That one's not made. That's not supposed to make money. That's supposed to be like my way to try to help people going through recovery and a way that I can help them. Hey, Beryl. Just gonna stop by and say congratulations, keep up the good work. Sorry I'm always late and I'm never around, but believe me, the cat has got her eye on you at all times. You say that you're never around, Beryl, but I see your comments almost every day and I appreciate them immensely. I think that you're around more than you realize as far as my audience is concerned. You are appreciated. I love seeing your username pop up. Yeah. I mean, I would pull the trigger tomorrow if I could do this as a full-time job. Like if I can support my lifestyle and my expenses by doing something that I enjoy, like I would do that in a heartbeat. But I'm fortunate enough to really enjoy my job, and the benefits that come along with it are valuable to me. I worked very hard to get to where I am in my career, and it'd be hard to walk away from. Like, actually, as much as I talk about wanting to work for myself, like there's some reliability or like stability built into it that I have a lot of respect and value for. That'll be time 39:01. Okay, so we're 13 and a half minutes for this poem. This is prepping for winter for Bird Ninja. Blades of grass lay down their swords, squirrels akin to dragons on their hordes, stacks of warped and rotten boards piled on the property of I, the humblest lord. Soon the snow will cover my problems deep, make them next year's concern after winter's sleep. All the regrets of unfinished tasks, those are always mine to keep. buried by leaves while letting the tea steep. When the flakes start to fly, I'll be upset. As with every year, there's always more to prep. Now all that time funneled into shoveling the front step. No, I haven't been prepared for a winter yet. It seems like every year I'm always caught not ready for winter. Good prompt, Bird. Thank you. That's the end of the prompt list that I have so far. If anyone in chat has a prompt and they'd like to hear a poem written about it, feel free to post it. I know Jill usually has some good ones. I'm actually going to step away for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Prompt blink. Okay. Ah. Excuse me, microphone. I need a slightly bigger desk, I think. It's a term used in Magic, the card game, if you want to go in that direction. Blink in Magic? Like flickering? Are we talking about the same Magic, the card game? Momentary blink, the card? White and one with flashback for a single blue? I'm just spouting off random nonsense here. Let's see. We'll start this one at 4450. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. If we're talking about the same Magic the card game. I think we are. My son plays. I'm not so savvy with the game. Ah, okay. That's my other channel is all about Magic the Gathering. Magic is one of the games that I play and have played almost every day since I was 10 years old. I love that game. It's where a lot of my friends are from and why I have the social circles that I have. I am not exaggerating when I think that is a very big part of my life and why I am who I am because of that game. Yeah. When I was traveling earlier this year, when I was out of state and going to Denver, that was going to the biggest Magic tournament I'd ever played in my life. Another prompt for the list. We are in way over our heads. What could be the inspiration for this prompt, Bird Ninja? Where did that come from? We are in over our heads. That wouldn't be something that happened in the last session. Excuse me. I have to mention the baseball cap you wore in the morning check-in was a nice change-up. I'm assuming it's your I Mean Business working cap. It's actually my union hat. So one of my coworkers, our union doesn't buy us clothing. We don't have a shop like that for gear or anything like that for the union that I'm a part of. So one of my coworkers makes stuff for us, and I found all of those hats on Facebook Marketplace. Ended up buying them for like $2 a hat, and dropped like 200 hats off in this guy's truck. So he gave me a bunch of hats to hand out to people on the north end of the territory. So yeah, I don't wear them very often, but I have a few different ball caps. I actually have a collection of them that I have found on the side of the rail, on the side of the road, or on the side of the railroad tracks that fly off people's heads. Pretty cool ones. One that has been riding around on the dash of my work truck for probably almost a year. It just says Aloha in big letters. I have no idea whose head it came off of, but they were huge. The hat, I mean, is like a solid 2 inches bigger around than my head, no matter how you look at it. That'll be time. Hey, Stoney, good to see you. Good to see you. Recovering from the roof, what happened with the roof? So I reshingled one half of my house over the last 2 days by myself. I got a contractor quote like a month ago, and they wanted way more money than I have. So I priced out the parts to do it and got it ordered, and spent the last 2 days doing it myself. And it's yeah, took a lot out of me. Okay, this is 11 minutes on the dot for Blink. Blink for Jill. To begin refreshed, the same but renewed. Life passes faster than we expect. Priority for what's important rarely viewed. Every day begun becomes what we select. Lose your way for a moment, and life may move on without you. barrel onward without pause. Close your eyes for a second. You might lose a day. Sometimes lost time doesn't have a clear cause. Only with hindsight will we be able to see what we were before doesn't have to dictate who or what we will be. Refresh your eyes, close them tight, and let's see what you will create. Thank you, Jill. I liked that one. Oh, damn, I've never done roofing, but I know it's a rough job. Feels good to actually accomplish something with your own hands, though. Yeah, so I didn't do it with any power tools. I had a hammer and a tool belt full of nails, and it is very rewarding, absolutely. I don't know if you've seen the check-in from this morning. I did a little bit of a view on it and like climbed up the ladder and looked at it a little closer in the last couple of days. But it took a lot out of me for sure. I hurt a lot. But yeah, being able to say that I did that myself with minimal help. I did have help for doing tear off, which was really nice. I started that really late in the day. That was awesome. I like what you did with that. Interestingly calming. Really like that one. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you guys. Maybe that one will make it into a video. Speaking of, I need to do a poetry recording for tonight. I'm supposed to post a new poem on Sunday, and I completely didn't because of the roof. So that's one thing on my list that's not going to happen. Poop scoop. Yeah, is that, I hope, in response to me making a video out of that one, because I can do that. That would be very reasonable for me to do. It's a little bit short, but I think the way that I read it, because of the way I have a bunch of commas in it for pauses and like where I'm supposed to let the silence do the talking. So I think I could make a video out of that one. Okay. All right. I will star this one and I'll use this one for my poem tonight. I'll make a video for the channel to go live. Get that uploaded tonight. Eventually, I guess I should probably post all of my poems as little videos. Or do a full reading like I was talking about in the Discord. Sitting down to do a full reading, like that would be... Man, I don't want to edit that. That would suck. But I mean, I say would, but I should say will. That will suck to edit, but it'll be fine. All of my little... More videos would be a good thing. Yeah. I actually saw a pretty crazy statistic on the channel. I don't know if I can see it from my studio on here, but yeah, it doesn't give me the full overview, but I have like 340 videos on my channel now. 342 videos as of today. It's just absolutely insane. Editing isn't hard, just gotta do it. Yeah, thanks, Bird. That's great. What's that you say about chasing the dopamine? And editing sucks. You just have to do it. Yeah, I understand how it works. It's just not fun. It's not hard, it's just not fun. I think it's time to update my BYG Poetry logo. No problem, here to help. Yep. Thanks, Bird. I made this logo, that's in the top corner of my screen. I made this when I started my Facebook page, and I had a free Canva account, and this was my first venture into making a graphic. And it has just kind of been my BYG Poetry logo ever since then. Looking at it, I mean, I know what it says, so I have a pretty easy time reading it, but somebody that's just looking at it in general, I don't know if they would have as easy of a time. Like, it just looks like it says YG poetry to me sometimes. Okay. So I've got that one starred. I'll probably end stream in a little bit earlier then, and I'll work on doing that video with my last like half hour for my stream slot. Sorry for everybody that's going to be tuning in at like in a half an hour, but there's only so many hours in the day, and I've got other stuff to do tonight. Still, I'll do what I can with what I can. Stony, if you're still here, do you have a prompt? Is there anything you'd like a poem written about? It's been a hot second since we've caught up. I hope you're doing well, my friend. It is good to see your username pop up. I don't know if it's just the microphone or not, but I can hear myself talking in the headset, and when I inhale, I hear like that nasally like whistle through the mic, and I just have I been doing that the whole time, like even before I had this really nice mic? Is that something that was less annoying when my mic was crappier? I just didn't notice it before. All right, let's put some pen to paper here. I have a prompt for We Are In Over Our Heads. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm noticing it very, very loudly. Every time I exhale or sniffle, it's like right in my ear. It's driving me insane. I actually didn't notice how much I was doing it until I could hear it every single time. Okay, let's do this one. We'll call it 104:30. Excuse me. All right, Sony, have a good night. Thank you for popping in. Good to see you, my friend. I hope that the movie's good. Bird Ninja is one of the best, Joe. You got that right. That'll be time 111:56. Okay. That's one of the quickest ones we've done in a while. Coming up on 7 minutes and 26 seconds. So just under 7.5 minutes for this one. This is the prompt "We Are In Over Our Heads" for Bird Ninja. And this is a prompt directly influenced by the D&D campaign that I've been running for the last few years. There's a little bit of abstract here, but that's the influence for it. At what point does eager fold to difficulty? Surely some things are simply too hard. Why does it feel like no one listens to me? It's like their brains have been replaced with lard. Off into the tundra through biting wind, trudging without boots or coats. Surely we are lost. There's the howling from the sky again. When we agreed to be here, did no one think of the cost? Are our lives worth so little to each other? That ancient creature of ice and death comes, armed with prayer and thoughts of our mothers. Take shelter now. I hear the drums. I hope that I did justice to that one, Bird. I appreciate the prompt. I don't know what I would do with that without reskinning it for D&D, but I liked how that one came out. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of wind down. I'll probably wrap up with that one unless there's another prompt that popped up that I missed. I'll probably do a wind down and work on the video for the channel using Blink. It turned out great. Appreciate you guys. I'll have to start working on doing the prompt poem and do like a full video, like a full book read. I should probably wait until I have like the actual book to do a read through of. I think that would be a lot more I don't know what the word is for the video. Like if you're watching a video of somebody reading a book, you probably want them to have the book in front of them. really captures our despair and the challenge we are facing. Just so I'm being transparent, it's like no one listens to me is directly from behind the DM screen. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. It's been a nice wind down kind of night. I think if I'm going to work on getting this video pushed out, I should probably do that and try to get that done before 7. I'll try to get it posted on the channel here shortly. I hope that you all have a good rest of your night, and I will talk to you all tomorrow in the next stream. Take care.